Good morning, guys. My name is Plamen. Again, it's Monday and it's time for our weekly forecast. And we are gonna take a look at what news are coming this week and our technical analysis. We are gonna show you what we thought about the currency pairs last week and what happened. And without further ado, let's begin. We are starting again with the news. Today we have an important news for the euro, for the German GDP and the German CPI. You can see. On Tuesday, we have very important news for the Japan, the monetary policy statement and the interest rate decision. As you can see, the forecast is gonna stay the same, minus 0.1%. And later that day, we have the CPI for the euro again. On yearly base, as you can see, the forecast is gonna decrease. Also, we have the gross domestic product on the year base and on a quarter base. And of course, we have the consumer confidence for the US dollar. This is the important news for Tuesday. On Wednesday, we have a lot of news for the US dollar. There you can see the ISM manufacturing PMI, the prices, the job openings for September. Also, we have this news, the Fed interest rate decision. And when these news are coming, you know, a lot of movements happen in all of the currency pairs and all of the markets. So we suggest to wait this news to come out and later to trade with the currency pairs. On Thursday, we have another important news for the British pound. This is the interest rate decision and the forecast is gonna stay the same, but we are gonna see. And on Friday, as you know, the first Friday from the month, we have the non-farm payrolls. There is, and the forecast is they're gonna be very decreased with about 150k, so probably a lot of movements may happen when these news come in. Also, we have the S&P Global Services PMI and the non-manufacturing PMI again for the US dollar. So Friday afternoon it's gonna be a lot of volatility on the market and probably some good trades may happen after this news came up. Okay, let's move to the charts and let's see our technical analysis. We are starting with euro to US dollar, and the picture from the last week was this one. Okay, let me see, this is on the 4-hour time frame and the price was, let me see, about here. Yeah, okay. We were expecting that the price will push back from this point of interest and then to make a retracement. But first the price break this point of interest and then made the retracement to the demand zone down there and the point of control, and now the price is starting to going up. Okay, what is our analysis for next week? If we take a look on the daily time frame, here we have a consecutive third point on the new daily trend line, and now the price is making some side movement around the trend line. And if today this candle closes like a bullish candle, probably we may see something like this, another strong impulse wave that will break this high right there and probably will reach the daily level, which is at around 1.076. On the 4-hour time frame, the situation is a little bit different because now on the 4-hour time frame we have a new bearish impulse wave and now the price is making some side movement. So either we are expecting again that the price will make an up movement probably to this point of interest on this last high right there, and then to make some retracement again to the trend line. This is for euro to US dollar. Let's move to pound to US dollar. Let's take a look at the picture. Again, it was on the 4-hour time frame. Okay, the price was just here. We are expecting that here we had some kind of triangle and probably the price will reach this supply zone up here and then to make some retracement from it. As you can see, it didn't reach the supply zone for about 5 pips and it made a very strong down movement. Okay, what are our expectations for this week? On the daily time frame, there is some big triangle. This week, a lot of triangles we see. So this is about a very huge triangle, and this is the fifth touching of the triangle. So we are expecting the price to reject this down line of the triangle, and it will make another huge impulse wave upwards to the upper daily trend line. This is the new daily trend line. On the 4-hour time frame, here there is another chance that the price will make a little more down movement to this demand zone on this previous low right there, and here we have a very huge volumes right there and the point of control, and there are two options right there. The price to make an up movement to fill this imbalance and to push back from this point of interest. It will match with the third consecutive point on this descending trend line. Or the second option is the price to reach this demand zone, the point of control, and then to see an up movement. This is our expectations for pound to US dollar, but as you know, this week there are a lot of news for the British pound and for the US dollar, so we have to be careful when you're trading this currency pair. Okay, Euro to Japanese yen. The picture from the last week, it was on the 4-hour time frame, and the price, let me see, it was about right there. Okay, there were two options that we expected last week. The first one was that the price will make a retracement to the 4-hour trend line and then to make a new up movement to the point of interest. The second option was that first the price will reach this point of interest, then it will make a very good down movement. Well, the price first went up, it broke a little bit this point of interest with about 15 pips, but then look what huge movement it made. Now, here we have a new trend line. There it is on the 4-hour time frame. First, let me show you on the daily time frame. There is nothing impressive happening right there. The price is, after this impulse wave, is starting to make a retracement, and now this is very good down movement. Probably it will break the 78.6 on the Fibonacci retracement. Nothing interesting, but on the 4-hour time frame there are two options right there. First, here we have an impulse wave, a retracement, and now the price is making a new impulse wave. Well, the first option is that the price will break this demand zone and this low right there, probably will reach these two lows right there, some retracement to retest this low and this demand zone, and another down movement. The second option is here has left another very good point of interest. This is the highest high from the probably 5-6 years, and if the price first breaks this new 4-hour trend line and reach this point of interest, we may see some pushback from it and another strong down movement. But if it breaks it, probably another up movement is gonna happen. But for now, because the price is very high on the charts, it is on a weekly level, we're expecting to make very strong down movement, even to break this daily level and this low right there. But this is not gonna happen this week, probably in the next few weeks. Okay, pound to Japanese yen, the situation is pretty much the same. Let me see the picture from the last week. As you can see, we were expecting, the price was just here, we were expecting the price to reach this point of interest on the 4-hour time frame and then to see a very strong down movement. Well, look what the price did. It reached the point of interest, it didn't break it, the high right there, and look, very strong down movement happened after that. There is. Now, Here we have a new bearish impulse wave. The price has made a retracement, and now this is the new impulse wave downwards. We are expecting two things right there. Probably the price to make some down movement from here, some retracement, and another down movement, because as you know, on the weekly time frame here we have a very good head and shoulders. Now it's clearly seen, this head and shoulders pattern, and this shows us that the price will start to make a very strong movements. Probably it will reverse its trend on a weekly basis. That's why on the 4-hour time frame we are expecting the price to continue to go down. Here has left another supply zone, and there is a chance that the price from here probably will make an up movement to reach the supply zone and then to make another down movement. These are the two options that we are expecting for pound to Japanese yen. Euro to Australian dollar. Okay, let me see the picture from the last week. The price was just here. Okay, we were expecting that the price will make some retracement after this impulse wave. Our expectations were that the price will make some more up movement to the daily level and then to make the retracement. Well, you can see the price didn't reach the daily level for a little bit, and it made a very strong down movement. Well, last week here we saw that the price after this down movement has left a very good point of interest on the last high. There it is. And we were executing some very good trades from this point of interest. You look what the price did. It made a movement for around 200 pips. Very good. Now, what we think is gonna happen for this week for this currency pair? As you can see here, we have a very huge triangle on the 4-hour time frame, and there is a good chance that the price will make some pushbacks from these trend lines. Let me just name it triangle. Okay, and there is a chance the price to make a pushback from here to reach a supply zone, which is on the 1-hour time frame. You can see this side movement right there. This is a supply zone, so we are expecting the price to make 1 or 2 more pushbacks from the triangle pattern, and then when the price break this upper line or this down line on the triangle, we are gonna see some very good movements. The first one, if it breaks on the upper side, probably it will reach the next daily level, and if it breaks on the downside, probably to reach the trend line again, or even this point of interest, which is very good on this very good low at the previous pushback from this trend line. This is for euro to Australian dollar. Pound to Australian dollar. Yesterday we saw a triangle as well, but now we see that the price is breaking this triangle. If we adjust this trend line, something like this, there is also a chance that the price will push back from the triangle trend lines, and there is a chance the price to make some up movement to reach a supply zone again on 1-hour time frame, then to see some down movement to the point of interest, which is again on this low, the previous pushback from the trend line. This is pound to Australian dollar. The second option is the price will reach this point of interest right there, then to see a pushback, something like this. When you see some triangles pattern, there is also a chance it will break the upper side, then to break the downside, to make a manipulation, to hit the stop losses on the both sides, and this is, it is what it is, as they say. Okay, euro to New Zealand dollar last week. There it is on the 4-hour time frame. On the 4-hour time frame, here we had a point of interest right about this weekly level, this candle right there, and we were expecting some retracement after this very strong up movement to see some pushback from the point of interest. And as you can see, the price made a pushback and now it's making another triangle right there. There it is. We were expecting a deeper retracement to allow us Fibonacci, but the price didn't reach, and now it's making a side movement, as you can see. Now the price, there are some options here. This ascending triangle, so if the price breaks this pattern on the upper side, probably some retest and another up movement. But when we see the pound to New Zealand dollar, we may take some notes and we are gonna have to wait what is gonna happen on this currency pair. On the daily time frame, nothing really is happening. As you can see, a very strong impulse wave and a side movement. As we said, a triangle pattern on the euro to New Zealand dollar on the 4-hour time frame. And if we take a look at the 1-hour time frame, again, here on this last high, we have a good supply zone. So there is a chance the price to reach the supply zone, then to reach this point of control. But this evening, the price first reached this point of control, and now it's starting to make a pushback. So there is a chance from here to see some movement like this, the price to reach the supply zone, another retracement, and probably something like this, breaking of all these highs right there, which will form the triangle pattern. This is for euro to New Zealand dollar. Pound to New Zealand dollar, the situation is pretty much the same. The picture was at the daily time frame. Let me see. There it is. Okay, we are expecting that after this very strong impulse wave, the price will reach this daily trend line and some retracement will happen. As you can see, now the price is still at this daily trend line. It cannot break it on the upper side, and for now we are still expecting some retracement for pound to New Zealand dollar to reach some of the levels of Fibonacci, the imbalance and the trend line again, and probably another up movement. This is on the daily time frame. On the 4-hour time frame, we have again a triangle pattern. Yesterday when I was making my analysis, I saw that on the 1-hour time frame here we have a supply zone, and look, the price touched this supply zone and made a very good down movement. Now on the 4-hour time frame, we can see that the price now it's breaking the triangle pattern. We already have the needed pushbacks from the upper and the down trend line, so there is a good chance that the price will reach this point of interest to fill the strategy, and from here to see some up movement. But also there is a chance that the price will make the manipulation here to break the triangle on the upper side to reach this point of interest, which is on the 1-hour time frame, then to see some down movement. As we told you, this is a tricky pattern, but still it's a very good. Okay, this is for pound to New Zealand dollar, and let's take a look at the gold from the last week. The gold, it was on the 4-hour time frame and the price was just here. We said here we are expecting the price after this impulse wave to make a retracement to a Fibonacci levels, and we are expecting to continue to go up. As you can see, it made one more retracement, and look, the price now it's starting to make a new impulse wave. What we think is gonna happen this week, here we have to look at on the 1-hour time frame. Here we have very good where is, yes, very good trend line on the 1-hour time frame. Here we have 4 consecutive points, and now we are expecting the price to make some retracement. Here we have a demand zone, also an imbalance to be filled, and we have a point of control which is a little before the demand zone. So if this happens, probably we may see some divergency. Not very likely, but there is a chance. where it is. Also, we may see some breakout on the RSI indicator, something like this. And if the price reaches the demand zone and the point of control, we are expecting to continue to go up to make a new bullish impulse wave to reach the daily level, which is at $2022. This is for the gold to US dollar, and this is our analysis for this week, guys. I hope you like it, and if you do, hit the like button and share this video with your friends so more people to know about our analysis. This was everything for this week. Thank you for watching, stay safe, and see you next week. Bye bye.